Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and all three of us are continuing Dante Inferno. Still hasn't rolled off the tongue quite well after all these years. Kyle's back. Again, he did not die.
He didn't die.
He's still alive.
Mostly.
Mostly. Yeah, it's what were we gonna do? Oh yeah, we were gonna make that joke one day because we made when him and I continued that you died, and then we were gonna never have you on the channel again. Did he actually die? Yeah, like yeah, he passed.
Yep,
have a whole
He passed anyway.
To wear a green skin suit for the rest
the-
of it, so it's just like a floating.
right. He's the lucky one. He doesn't have to continue playing Dante Inferno. We are in Chapter 6, Heresy. To get you caught up, we continued down the layers of hell. That's it. You're all caught up. We didn't fight Pluto. That was the one we got to skip in Wrath. Who did we fight? Cerberus?
Yes.
We fought Cerberus, spanked him. It was
Yes.
like one full round. We didn't even finish the full second round, I think, when we beat him.
We knocked him out quick.
Didn't fight Pluto.
Furies.
And then the Furies. They were a little bit more... They were longer, because they had ways of healing if they... Because there was 3 bosses, and if you defeated one, they had ways to res it. That one was, I think, a little touch and go for a bit. But, here we are! I'm going to go ahead and hit play and hope it works.
So, this is the beginning of the end. Dante separates the Inferno both physically and spiritually. Here, those who deliberately harmed others are punished, unlike the ones we've encountered before, who simply lacked the ability to control their impulses.
Devin made a very accurate speculation. The guy who does the voice of Dante sounds like the Italian Renaissance robot from Futurama when they go to Leonardo's.
Well, actually, it was you.
I made that
you
joke?
made a voice.
Oh, I was doing.
You were imitating him.
Oh, okay.
Because it cut out.
Yeah.
And I said your voice sounded like
okay.
the robot, the Italian robot.
And I was spot on. I've been taking acting lessons. I'm like Kyle.
Animatronio, yeah.
Animatronio. Yeah, that's this guy.
Laden winds blow through the incinerated buildings, carrying the heat and stench of charred flesh. Nothing but burnt walls and columns remain of the few buildings that have not yet been fully consumed by the flames. The city is a desolation even Nero would envy.
Okay, well, I got it all set up. We are in the valley. Oh, no. Did I mess up? No, I didn't. This is already wrong. That's insane. Like, because this is saying place region cards 56, 57, 58, and 66 on the position. This is saying 67. So I don't even think I can use this, because I don't even know which one's right.
We're on the right. So,
Where it's supposed to be Alleys of Despair.
Alleys of Despair.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because we are in Heresy. And it's just not here. Like, the next thing for me to click on is Valley of the Wrathful, which is 56.
Wait, are we in...
This is Heresy.
So we're in Heresy, not Wrath.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So what it just read is the prologue. Like, that is correct.
Okay.
But where it's taking us is not even remotely close.
Oh, that's right.
So, 5 seconds in, and it's already fucked. That's insane. Because that's 67, which... those are here, but for some reason 60... Wait, is it right? Nope, 67 isn't, so... That's fucking wild. Yeah, 66, and then which ends for Wrath, then it skips to 68. Alright, this is the circle of the heretics. Dante explains as you follow the path illuminated by the glow of the flames. That is, those who preach doctrines that and now I'm like now I'm Dracula, that deviate from the true faith.
He will suckle your nipples.
The devotee despises these souls like few others, but her glazed stare betrays the fact that even she cannot help but feel sorry for them. Here, the damned souls burn at the stake, trapped in the shallow graves beneath the ground. A painful sight to behold. Stay strong, maiden! Soon it will all be over. Our journey through the cursed city will be brief, as I intend to find the supreme leader soon. This is something the poet cannot promise. And then we place this, the burned cemetery. Woohoo. Hey, that's here! How nice! I was like, not that I can read it.
A few blocks ahead, the harsh shouts of a commanding knight pique your interest. The noise comes from a cemetery located at the end of the road you are passing along.
How is this possible? That tombstone, that has my name on it.
One knight among the dozen or so present protests by kneeling before his own grave.
Does God see us as heretics? We, who fight for salvation?
His gaze is even more lost than his soul. Surprisingly, your arrival does not cause a stir.
What the devil?
The commander is impatient.
I called for the confessor, but I hope you can handle it. So come on. This boy's faith is wavering, and now is not the time for hesitation. Indoctrinators, return to him the reason that the city stole.
The man is deceived by the poet's robes.
For the first time, you witness doubt among the knights. As a team, choose an option. Do we want to confront the knights, accusing them of heresy? Heretic! Take pity on the knight and try to ease his spirits, or elude the knights and move forward.
You know, I feel like there's a whole side story about kind of being in good with these knights, and I feel like we have not pursued that side story at all.
No.
Because we had that little set them free bullshit,
Yeah.
and nothing happened for us.
Right, yeah.
And I feel like we lack the prerequisites to even get these guys.
Yeah, there was a moment in the... Was it the Cerberus fight? There was a moment in one fight where, yeah, we helped the knights, and then we freed them because they were enslaved. And if we had probably helped them more during the Cerberus fight, the knights would have been our allies. But they weren't, so that was neat. So
So you're saying you want to ease his sorrows?
No, I'm just saying we duck around them.
Oh.
elude them.
Just fuck these guys. We need to deal with their bullshit.
Right? Like, it's like, if you are in hell, why would you be surprised that it's like, wait, I'm dead? I guess a shock is that they went to hell on their holy crusade, and I don't know. The story
I'm
is
down to shame them. Yeah, we can shame them. If you guys want to throw down, I'm down.
Heretics.
All right, well, let's do that. Confront the knights. Pull their pants down.
You have to fight him.
The only thing you fight for is damnation.
The maiden understands everything and takes a step forward.
Tell me, are you so blind that you truly believe the high power
I'm
desires
almost
salvation
there.
achieved through force? Or are you just stupid?
Her speech is too much for the man's torn spirit.
The maiden, the
Bowing
cusp
at the
of
maiden's
orgasm.
feet,
Scream.
the knight breaks his oath and lets out tears of repentance that only a mortal can shed. But the devotee's words immediately give away the disguise.
Huh? No brother or sister would ever speak such slander. Who are you anyway?
The commander raises his arm to slap the maiden's face with the back of his hand, but Dante stops him.
These are the true champions of Christendom. The warriors chosen to prevent your foolishness from dooming humanity.
He looks deep into the knight's eyes.
It is not too late. Take us to your leader.
The man is torn. Discipline keeps his expression steady, but there is a
Dang,
spark
that's
of
crawling
hope
up within him.
overrides. His world is crumbling, but despair does not lead him to question the doctrine. On the contrary, he clings to it even more fervently, surrendering his right to think for himself.
That will only happen if we fail. There is no turning back now. Either we conquer Inferno, or it conquers us.
He draws his sword.
You surrendered your right to think for yourself whenever you chose to become a Christian. So,
Wait,
yeah.
so do we fight him?
We have to do an ordeal of aggressiveness. Difficulty 15. I have 5.
Damn. I got 2.
And she has 0. Sophia, you whore!
Wait, where do you check?
The red.
Come on. You haven't been on the up and up. You haven't been keeping up with the rules. Yeah. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That would do it. Hey, I'll take that. Fucking 3.
She has 0. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need 15.
So we need 4 more between us?
Yeah.
Is she gonna pay?
Yeah, I'll pay. Have her pay too. I mean, you have to hope I roll doubles if no one else has contributed. I've contributed enough over here.
I'll give it 1.
1?
Yeah, I'll give it 1 too.
Alright. Oh, wow, I actually almost got it.
So I just need 1.
Did you roll a skull?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need 1.
No pressure.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Looky there! Good roll,
look at that,
Kyle.
Look at that sweet 15. You're rusty. You haven't rolled dice in a while. There,
it
wow.
is.
Yep, see? You just gotta loosen the wrist. You gotta jerk it more. The champion, he's like, I've been jerking it every day. Prepping
How much
for...
more can I do?
So...
The clang of steel clashing can barely be heard over the screams of despair echoing through the alleys. The fight is fast and intense. Overcoming their numerical advantage costs you every last shred of determination. Yet, against all odds, once again you prevail. The 7 knights are hardly opponents, too distracted by their own demons. Your victory was not complete thanks only to a blade that pierced the redeemed man in the midst of the mayhem. He does not even have time to stand and dies still kneeling as he was, a testament to his change of heart. The poet does not lecture you this time. The path of violence has brought you this far, and perhaps you were right all along. This is a war, not a learning quest. Why else would the saints have chosen warriors? Catching your breath, you move forward.
Goddamn right.
Thank you. Finally. Or he probably sees how barbaric we are and decided to keep his mouth shut.
He doesn't want to be on the wrong side of this.
Oh, hell yeah! We get to go to Reaching Card 69, Olive Garden. Where you're here, your family.
Is it really Olive Garden?
I'm not going back to that restaurant.
Soup and salad burger.
It's so salty.
Alfredo.
The path leads to a Greek acropolis surrounded by flaming gardens. Here, however, there are no graves or suffering. Just rebellious damned souls wearing togas and engaging in endless debates. A refuge for the wise ones, and the poet recognizes one of them.
Comrades, this is Epicurus.
He takes you to the man.
His doctrine predates the coming of Christ, but it was in my time that many began to make use of it. He contributed greatly to philosophy. However, he also taught that the soul dies along with the body, contrary to what our faith teaches. That is why he is here.
The disconcerting introduction wipes away the damned smile.
Oh, wise one.
I know that's gonna be.
Forgive me. I did not mean to be disrespectful.
Dante realizes his lack of manners, but the outlaw interrupts him.
Did you not say it would be brief, poet?
I did, but we need to understand what happened in the cemetery. And I know that few souls in this city are as enlightened as the Greek. It would be wise for us to take advice from him.
Indeed.
Epicurus knows how to speak for himself.
Considering your surprise, Dante, I can only imagine that you did not come here with the order. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Dante, walk with me. I want to know everything.
We replace this with card 70, which is the ruins of Athens.
It takes long enough for the rest of you to get bored, but Dante tells the whole story.
I understand.
Epicurus scratches his chin and starts talking.
The invaders had to stop when they reached the gate to the Seventh Circle. The acrid furor that rises from there, for reasons unknown, is poisonous to mortals.
Dante knows what he is talking about. On his first journey, he and Virgil also had to deal with it.
Idleness and certainty gave room to doubt, and the soldiers began to question themselves. Dissent led to desertion, and the knights turned on each other. Blood was shed. Dante is now experiencing a kind of civil war. Even the damned souls are being forced to hell.
And you accepted?
The devotee goes for the throat.
I am in no hurry to return to the flames, but I know that this incursion is an abomination against divine will.
The poet is relieved that Epicurus sees things as you do.
The knights are restless, and you will be captured if you go to speak to the supreme leader alone. You need an army, but lucky for you, there are at least 2 here. Other damned souls have left the flames. Florentines, you know, Dante. Headed south, engaged in their own quarrels. Even if it takes you a while, it is easier to convince them.
Epicurus speaks of Cavalcante and Farinata, the heretics the poet encountered when he first came here.
If seeing them again does not appeal to you, I know that many dissidents have fled north. And if you are quick, you may find them before the order does. I cannot tell if the men are too broken, but you share the same intentions. Of that, I am sure.
The paths are promising, but the Greek assures you there is not enough time to follow both. If you march towards the Florentines, the knights will reach the dissidents first, and vice versa.
All right. So what do we got? We got
The Florentines or dissidents?
Florentines. The Infernal Florence and Grounds of Terror. Nope. Which one is that? 74. Yep. So Epicurus advises you to gather an army and suggests that you seek support from 2 factions. Time is short. You will only be able to find one of them. So we can seek the support of the damned souls or seek the support of the dissident knights. I vote damned souls.
Like, not Florence?
Not Florence.
Not Florence.
Yeah, damn souls.
Nice.
Metal.
As you walk down a side street, the ruined hovels transform in the blink of
Florence
an
is a damn
eye.
soul.
Charred rubble gives way to brick buildings in the Florentine style, stirring memories for the poet.
We travel to meet the Guelphs and the Ghibellines, political factions
Wow.
from the time I
Dante,
was
geez.
still alive.
There is a hint of excitement beneath the stoic facade of the Blessed Soul.
The conflict brought cities and families to ruins, but perhaps they may have put their rivalry behind them after all these centuries.
The mercenary, however, had spent enough winters in the old peninsula to know that the union of Italians remains nothing more than a distant dream.
So,
Interesting pronunciations.
so Infernal. So we're going for Florentines.
Which I guess are the damn souls.
They're not very clear.
No. I
Okay.
still...
Florentines
I
it is.
still really have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to keep repeating, like, the plot. Because I'm on my phone all the time.
Right. I mean,
Take the old Netflix mentality.
Well, I'm just saying, we're here to save Satan. That I will stand
That's
by.
the hill you're gonna die on.
That is our purpose. They were very clear at the beginning.
Were they?
Yes!
That's where they... That's when
He's
they had
like, yo, these knights want to kill my dog Satan. Go save his ass. I owe him one. Literally quote.
Whose knights? Who? God's knights?
The order.
That was sent by God to kill Satan. And
Not
we're
by
gonna-
God. They think by God. They think. But that's heresy.
Okay. That's not how this is going to end. I know they started...
Satan's our dog.
The person writing this was like...
We're going to fight God with Satan.
Like... Turned into that anime, that JRPG ending. It's like, kill a crab, fight God by the end.
That's it.
It turns out God's the bad guy.
Yeah, yes, God is the bad guy.
This is where this company really turns. It goes south.
I mean, they have dodged around the Christianity theme so much.
I almost, at this point, would have welcomed
honestly,
them
it's
diving
so
into...
Greek.
Because, like, if you take Christianity outside... I mean, if you take it as a mythology, it has... cool, like the way like Blasphemous does it, even though that game is kind of poopy caca. The theming and the way that they do it is really interesting. Like when you're studying.
Have you seen the show Preacher?
No.
Okay.
Is that also interesting? I've seen Legion with the guy who plays Vision, that I can't think of his name.
Yeah,
that movie sucks.
No, it goes into a lot about just the war between heaven and hell, and like God and Satan are both like literal characters in the show. It's kind of crazy. Like,
okay.
The show's just completely outlandish. Vampires exist. Like,
gotcha. Okay.
the show's nuts.
I see.
It's actually it's a good show.
Okay. Cool.
I would recommend it.
Did you watch the one with Martin Sheen and David Tennant that was on Amazon?
Oh.
Good Omens?
I
Bad Omens?
haven't
It's
seen
not Bad Omens.
No, I haven't seen that. But
I haven't either.
I've heard it's really good.
That's what I've heard too.
Oh, is that where...
it's like an angel and
they're kind of on the same
they're
side,
like friends,
but they're working
something.
towards. They're supposed to be working towards the end of the world, but neither of them really want to do it.
Yeah, I think that's.
I watched a few episodes.
Okay, I like David Tennant. I've only ever seen him as Doctor Who, and Martin Sheen in a few things, so I'm not like super familiar with all their work, but I like them as people. All right, well, we're here.
The path leads to the courtyard of a dreadful replica of Santa Maria's Cathedral, symbol of the City of Flowers where chaos unfolds. Italian soldiers clash wearing red and blue uniforms, equipped with Pavesi-style crossbows and kite shields. The two armies are so similar that the conflict almost seems staged.
The rivalry between the factions began as a dispute between the papacy and the Holy Empire, but that is just history.
The poet looks for a place to sit. This is going to take some time.
The truth is that many chose a side just because some enemy declares support for the opposite, perverting the dispute into a matter of honor.
A few rounds later, suddenly, the fight ends and the combatants retreat. The soldiers have fought enough, and now the wounded need to rest so that they can start all over again later. The Guelph's expressions show that they acknowledge defeat.
Now, where do we begin?
Dante brushes away the soot that is beginning to stick to his robe.
I have a good relationship with the Guelphs, but as we can see, Ferranata and Ghibellines are better prepared. However, I recommend caution, as he may not be easily convinced.
Did I mess up on placing that? No, hold on.
Does our faction have Guels and Gobelins?
Guels and Gobelins.
E3 and A3. Yep, that's right. Okay, place region card 72 in... Guess we're there now. Didn't even say to replace it. And 73 in C5.
Guelph.
That doesn't sound... It probably was meant to be that. Okay. The Guelphs and Ghibellines retreat. Take the path cards numbered 29 and 30. And it gets placed face up in this region. So we basically can inspect it and... so do we want to visit the Ghibellines or the Guelphs?
Who do you say we're losing? The Guelphs?
He has a good relationship with the Guelphs.
Then we're going Ghibellines. Because fuck Dante, I'm tired of listening to his ass.
That's true. It's like that dude is like so like he's like, thank God I have friends, and he just keeps talking, and it's like, shut up, dude. I see why you were exiled. Dude, keep running.
I see why I sent you to hell in the first place.
Yeah, they had to make something up, so he felt important. All right, the Ghibelline Ghetto.
The Ghibellines claimed for themselves a square left in ruins, as if Dite had gotten the better of their delusions. Such desolation, however, is nothing more than a reflection of Florence burned to the ground by the dispute between the two factions. The place is arranged like a campaign camp, but no one stops you from reaching the command tent. The damned have grown accustomed to having mortals roam among them.
Well, is that not Alighieri's band?
The leader of the Ghibellines seems less surprised than his words show.
I was just wondering when you would show up. On your first trip you cared little for us, and now look, you need our help. Funny how the tables have turned.
Farinata also takes you for invaders.
Let us get to the point. I've already given you my men. What more do you want now? Have we not helped the cause enough?
Farinata takes you for Knights of the Order, but you sense a tension between the damned souls and the invaders. So we can tell Farinata the truth and ask for his help, or try to turn Farinata against the Knights.
Try and turn him.
All right. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's just be
I don't want
shitbags.
to tell him the truth.
What is the matter? Has the Order abused you, my dear fellow countrymen?
Nothing dissolves a partnership more effectively than distrust. The Ghibelline tries to apologize, but the poet interrupts him.
Save your breath. We are not with them.
What the devil? How come? So, is everyone coming to the Inferno now?
The damned returns a confused look rather than a relieved one.
Not really. Nor would I be here if the saints themselves had not asked me. My entourage of champions and I have come to stop the knights from committing the greatest sacrilege in human history, and we need your help to do it. You can be on the right side of history this time, for a change.
Dante does not miss the opportunity to portray things like a true Guelph.
And why would I do that? Do not speak to me of right or wrong when you have never felt your flesh burn so intensely that it made you beg for death. The knights promise salvation even to the damned souls. What offer could be better than this for those who suffer in the cursed city?
Farinata is willing to negotiate, so we can offer the treasures the caravan has found, which is none, appeal to Farinata's Christian beliefs, offer control of Dite to the Ghibellines, or threaten to fight Farinata if he refuses.
Let's give him the treasures we don't have.
That's not going to go over well. I can already tell you we'd have to do an ordeal of aggressiveness of difficulty 20. And we barely did 15. We didn't even do 15. We cheated.
Okay, so what do you suggest?
We appeal to his Christian senses, obviously.
Yeah.
We're all good Christians here.
100%. I was actually Christian in real life for like 4 to 5 years.
I say we just go.
Just beat his ass. Just be like, listen here, motherfucker, nerd.
Do you really want to mess with us?
We got
we got like a foot on these guys.
We got P. Diddy back there. Putting on the latex gloves. Yeah. I honestly don't care. Like, even in the slightest.
You appeal to his Christendom.
Okay. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm not even Christian. Oh.
The Ghibelline laughs.
Are you truly appealing to the Christian in me, despite knowing I have had my quarrels with the Holy Church
Thanks.
and the dogmas preached by increasingly corrupt popes? Think carefully, poet. I would rather embrace the flames than submit to such people. Is that all you have to offer?
I like you.
A bold attempt, but Farinata is in a good mood.
Okay. Well, that was probably the worst option because, worst. He gives us another choice.
Oh, well.
So offer.
Let's threaten him.
What was it?
Let's threaten him.
Threaten him? Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. What's the other choice?
We can offer him control of Dite.
So then will we help them fight the Gelfs?
Yeah,
Is that essentially what we're...
That's pretty much it.
Do we lose anything for that?
I can tell you if we threaten to fight him, then we have to do an ordeal of aggressiveness at 20. If we offer control of Dite, then we get certain discovery cards.
I guess let's offer control.
Alright.
Nonsense!
It may not seem like it, but the Ghibelline is hooked by the outlaw's offer. Dante would never make such a promise, even though he remained silent.
You do not have that kind of power, do you?
The boys already told you. We are at the service of the bloody saints. Of course we can do as we wish. When that bastard is dispatched, you take the city and suspend the burning at the stake. Or just burn those you want. Whatever.
Whatever, I don't fucking care. I'm only just a little drunk
The
right
Ghibelline
now.
places his hand under his chin, eager to be deceived.
How can I trust you?
You cannot.
The rest of you can hardly believe this exquisite dialogue that leads Farinata to rethink his position. But the Ghibellines agreed to help him.
I'm so good.
The Pavasari crossbowmen will be there when you face the Supreme Leader, even if they cannot march now. Farinata wants to keep up the charade to surprise the knights.
Alright, we get Ghibelline crossbowmen.
Ooh.
Farinata promised the support of the Ghibellines. They are effective against unsuspecting targets. When you are instructed to dispatch an army, you may send this squad. If this is the first assault, proceed to Resolution 78C. Otherwise, Resolution 78D. Promise City! To win the support of Farinata and his Ghibellines, he promised him control of the city when the Supreme Leader is defeated. His determination, however, is wavering. When the confrontation begins, Farinata will reevaluate the promises and alliances he has made and choose the one that is most convenient. Now let's go to the Guelph and I'll promise them the city of Tide.
There you go.
And get both of their support.
And then they're like, what the fuck are you doing here?
It's like, here's the thing. If we are dead, or all these people are dead, there's zero consequence to any of your actions.
Right.
I would be doing, like, if in real life there wasn't the aspect of death, I'd be doing heinous shit. I'd maybe even go in the ocean. I might touch a urinal then touch my face. Alright, so now we go back here and who'd we visit? The Ghibellines?
Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Now we got some sweet crossbowmen.
Hell yeah, we do.
The best in all Calradia.
Okay, then we're back in 71, so we can, where was it? Oh, 71. Yep. Take the path cards whenever, take a proceed if they're going to split. There are no path cards. Yeah, so now we can go visit the Guelphs. Boop.
Guido Cavalcanti.
Dante has rehearsed this conversation 100 times before, only to stutter when the time comes.
How nice to see you again. Is that what you feel?
Fuck these guys, seriously. You take the road to the east where the soldiers in blue went. The region where they regroup is not far, perhaps a mile or two from the cathedral. These are the Guelphs, loyal to the papacy. Papacy? Papacy. Oregon. The poet summarizes the matter. The Cavalcantists have always been my friends, especially Guido, the heir. To my regret, however, I had to punish him when I was part of the government of Florence, and this soured our friendship. Guido was ill and passed away shortly afterwards, before we could make peace. Dante looks away to the ground, leaving you to ponder his definition of friend. The poet, however, can still solve this misunderstanding. Upon reaching the gang's leadership, you discover that it is no longer Cavalcanti who leads them, but Guido himself, condemned to this miserable place just like his father. Now we're there. Okay. Now we can listen to all of this shit.
Guido Cavalcanti.
Dante has rehearsed this conversation 100 times before, only to stutter when the time comes.
How Nice to see you again. Is that what you feel? Or are you asking me?
The damned man's frown takes your breath away for a moment, but he cannot stay in character and dissolves into smiles.
I'm only joking. Come on, come here. Give me a hug. Not even damnation can break our bond.
Relieved, you let the poet catch up on matters.
You need not ask twice. The elves are with you. There are not many of us, but we have strength and we do not shy away from a fight.
Guido rests his hand on the
Guido
poet's
lifts up his
shoulder.
robe.
It seems working.
Let us address the elephant in the room. What about my father-in-law?
Oh, he's dead.
Farinata can be a thorn in our side.
Watching how the two souls interact on matters that seem so personal, you wonder if this is merely a coincidence, or if Inferno was, in fact, built around the poet's earthly life, as if each person were placed exactly where he believed they belonged. A divine power that all storytellers have.
Alright, we get the Pavase Shield.
Nice!
Reaction. When damage is being inflicted on you, you may spend this card to either block 12 of that damage or to block 6 and receive 1 aggressiveness token. It's a relic, so we can only hold 1.
You have to spend the card to use it then?
Yeah. Which is, like, so useless. Like, all the cards, there's quite a few that are like, spend this. It's like, why would I ever want to do that? Then we get 29. Hey, we didn't even have to work. The Guelph Crossbowmen. Cavalcanti promise the support of the Guelphs. They are effective against unsuspecting targets. Cool.
Nice.
Guido wants to be helpful when he meets his friend again. If the caravan has discovery card number 27, we proceed to resolution 73C, which we do. Which is, of course, not fucking here. You have no idea how mad this foreteller app makes me. I want to commit hate crimes. Your father-in-law will not be a problem. Dante is glad to share this news. We managed to convince the Ghibellines. Your gift with words never ceases to amaze me, Dante, as I said between smacks of spit. We does not notice the intense gaze the outlaw directs at the poet. Let us join him, then, to encourage brotherhood among our men. Guelphs and Ghibellines will have their moment, but it is not now. Farinata intends to fake the alliance a little longer, but he will meet us when we reach the supreme leader. We let him do this. We let him do things his way. So be it, then. Now we're back there.
We get it. We got 2 armies now. That's more armies than we had previously.
Hell yeah. Yep, and now we're going to go back to 71 that I have to manually scroll to because they don't have all the options available because they're dog shit. All they did was charge people $20 for half a fucking working app.
How do they even charge people in this condition? Or is it for like the entirety of no, this is for the Dante specifically portion.
Yeah, you pay individually for it, and $20 is actually steep.
Right.
Like, most of them are not $20. So... like, to be fair, they're usually really good about it, but this is atrocious.
I'd say this whole game's worth at least $20.
At least.
Like, maybe. Like, if you're... I guess you have nothing better to do. Alright, well, now we're 71C.
You are on your way back for more advice from Epicurus, when suddenly the outlaw feels like he has been punched in the stomach, and the world around him disappears. It is not a fist that strikes him, but a vision, or rather a glimpse, of a ghost from the past. Melandra, the woman who ruined his spirit. The rebel could swear their gazes locked for an instant, but her face, as hard as stone, turned away without blinking. If she saw him, she played dumb, her favorite game. The rebel, sweating and losing his grip on reality, rushes toward her without saying a word. Someone tries to hold the man back, but you soon witness the same scene that drove him mad. A squad blocks away, escorting a woman, and just the sight of her is enough to make your heart skip a beat. No further introductions are necessary.
Epicurus.
He's going after her?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I don't know anything about him historically.
I don't know anything about almost anyone that's been mentioned in this, and it's been way too long since I've read it, so I don't even know if they probably are like just looked up the Cliff Notes version. They're like, we make a game out of this, right? It's public domain. Loading your adventure.
You chase the silhouettes of the group along a path so elusive that it seems to stretch, as if the city itself were conspiring to make things more difficult. It takes some time, but you arrive at a cathedral as large as Notre Dame, ruined and charred, though most of the walls still stand, and shards of stained glass still adorn the empty windows. The outlaw, the first to step into the sacrilegious temple, freezes beneath the doorway that once held heavy wooden doors, as though an invisible wall is holding him in place. The knights wait for him with swords in hand, but that is not what surprises him.
Melandra, is that really you? How is this possible?
He does not know what to ask, or if he even wanted to know.
Oh no, I guess it's you. Are you infatuated?
Oh, it's his
You are?
lady.
I am.
Oh hell yeah! So okay, I guess we're following your thing. You're about to level up. Maybe.
First, the knights laugh. They do not fear an army of thunder.
That's not what is here! Oh my god! Kill yourselves! Suddenly, life has new meaning. The memories of that fateful day come to mind. He sacrificed his men, but Melandra left him anyway. The outlaw did not think that amnesia had been a blessing, but knowing the truth only served to make him feel like the most foolish man in the world. Be not too hard on yourself, dear. She smiles. I was wrong. Our destiny was not to be together, because the Chosen One cannot be defeated. He wields the power of God. I can see now that this warrior is the man who carries the spear, the supreme leader.
Wow, that was ableist. Right. I'm gonna leave.
That's not ableist, so you're making... I mean, there are people who have speech impediments, so you think they're lesser than?
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Nice flip. God damn. Debate wizards over here.
I can't even... It won't even... it's so wrong, it doesn't even let me, like... Okay, where am I? 77?
I mean, I just didn't realize I was like
77A.
infatuated with Elmer Fudd.
No, it's Quipke from Big Bang Theory.
You know, he gives the best BJs. That gap in his teeth.
Who? Alright, well, I gotta read Appendix 6. Del 1, The Birth of the Myth. Birth of the Myth.
The myth.
Almost 20 years ago, the outlaw became a man by achieving his first victory. The rebel's career was just beginning, and it would still be 5 winters before his fairy tale would come crashing down. At that time, a red-haired woman with the devil in her eyes entered the barn where the aspiring hero slept. She had been impressed by the sermon he had preached to convince the peasants to fight. He thought she had come to do him a service for silver, but in truth it was his soul she coveted, and so she told him her story. She was born in a remote village, where the elders, even though she was just a child, branded her as a daughter of Satan, just because of the color of her hair, and left her to die in the forest. She said that God saved her, appearing in the form of a wolf carrying the truth beneath his savage gaze. Superstition and corruption had led humanity away from the true faith, but that was about to change. Another prophet had already been born, and she needed to survive to teach him the words the wolf spoke to her.
They will not share power and wealth willingly. We must throw the pigs from their stone castles and tear the cassocks of the forgers who stole the seat of Saint Peter.
She repeated the passages that had led her to his bed. By plundering his sovereign's property, the rebel had lit a fire, but the woman would not stop until she had set the whole world ablaze.
Crazy. Let's see if I can find the appendix. What was this? Appendix 661. Okay, that was continued. Okay. The outlaw has a rare opportunity right at his fingertips. He, oh wait, hold on. Right here. I hit continued.
The outlaw is speechless.
God damn it! I do not know how many good men I sent to their deaths before I rid myself of your insane ambitions. But you were never satisfied, were you? You had to find another bloody idiot to continue your crusade against this church. This is all your fault.
Comrade, wait.
Dante holds the rebel's arm as, in the blink of an eye, he draws his bow, pulls an arrow from his quiver, and aims at the target.
If she has the Supreme Leader's ear, perhaps she can dissuade him from undertaking this journey. She could be the key to putting an end to this.
Do you shoot the arrow and finish what you started, or try to reason with her?
Shoot the arrow.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Kill her.
Yeah.
She sucks.
The outlaw knows what he needs to do. Escaping the poet's grasp, he contemplates releasing the arrow straight into the villain's forehead. Yet he lacks the determination to carry out the act, just as he did in the past.
As I imagined.
She smiles, knowing she has him in her hands once again.
In any case, worry not.
She nods to the knights and they lower their weapons. There will be no bloodshed now.
No.
You may say whatever nonsense you want directly to the Supreme Leader.
Oh, I don't just shoot the bitch in the head.
I will not deprive him of the opportunity to meet you. Consider this a thank you gift.
She signals once more, setting the squad in motion.
I have work to do.
The devotee refrains from responding, something holding her tongue, and you just watch the knights leave without doing anything.
Didn't pick the right one. Didn't do a switcheroo again.
Words cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that is what is here too. I have to basically keep an eye on it. You remember an episode from your past. You become a bitter rebel.
Nice. That's what I figured it would turn out.
Bitter.
Yep. So what changed for you?
It looks like when my paranoia ability becomes empowering obsession. So whenever I draw a set card, I can set a trap, and then I either receive Invigorate 4 or Empower 4.
Okay. Do your stats bump up at all?
And then my stats go up by 1.
Nice.
Except for the blue.
All right. Cool. Hey, we're at the Confrontation Courtyard. Confrontation Courtyard.
Finally, the time has come. The vanguard of the army is just a quarter of a mile ahead, stationed at the center of the cursed city, where the stinking fumarole rises from the seventh circle. With your hand shaking, you notice the sea of red capes that separates you from the supreme leader. The blast of a bugle reverberates, and your gaze is drawn to the horizon, where a column of figures are coming down the main road. The soldiers ahead of you snap into formation in the blink of an eye. With 10 men packed tightly in each rank, nothing could pass through them.
Okay. We got the Devil's Gate. That looks cool. All right. If the caravan is discovery cards number 27, Ghibelline crossbowmen, Guelph crossbowmen, or dissident knights. Yep, so we go to 78A because we have most of those.
First, the knights laugh. They do not fear an army of 5, but the drumbeat reverberating behind you wipes the smiles off their faces. Row by row, hordes of soldiers surge through the blocks lining the main street, joining the march as you advance across the battlefield. The flags are raised high and their war cries give you the chills. They kept their promise, and with the Order's army cornered, the only certainty is that this battle will be ugly and bloody. Fought until the last man stands. The commanders of the Order do not stand idly watching your army parade. Pressing their only advantage, numbers, they signal the attack with a blast of 3 more trumpets. The knights take the initiative and charge with a shout, breaking out of their defensive formation. The crossbowmen follow closely behind the vanguard, and a hail of bolts provide the cover the knights need to strike at you. The terrain, however, does not help. Avoiding holes and debris slows the invaders, giving you the chance to plan your counterattack. The die is cast.
The means of sacrifice have been determined.
Yeah, imagine like being on the front lines of a charge. It's just like, what if be like, you're fucking dying. Not only am I more likely to get hit by the barrage of arrows, but oh look, they have spears too.
This is gonna go.
Every battle has to have an Operation Human Shield.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. All right, the first assault begins, and the caravan can send an army to fight the attackers. If you do, proceed to the appropriate resolution. Or we can choose not to and, like, fight them ourselves right now. But, I mean, we got these people to die for us. Who do we want to send first?
So what, we choose an army or we go?
Yep.
What happens if we go? It's like a
ordeal,
test of
ordeal
20 or some shit.
Might as well send them. Who do we got?
We got the Gibelline or the Guiv.
The ghouls and goblins.
Yeah, we got the ghouls and goblins.
We send the ghouls or we send the goblins?
I don't.
What's in the ghouls?
The ghouls. All right, that is 78C, which does not have me have an option. So yay. All right. Yeah. Recognizing the challenges posed by the terrain, you seize the opportunity provided by the 100 yards of open ground between the two front lines and order your crossbowmen to fire at the attackers, an extremely efficient strategy that leads to unquestionable victory. Slowed and cornered, the knights are sitting ducks for any Florentine. With each enemy that falls, those behind face yet another obstacle, turning the attack into a complete disaster. When they finally reach you, nearly half of their men are out of the picture. The Order's heavy infantry, knights with at least 5 years of service, advance to the front line to fill the void left by the vanguard, and a new round of battle begins. This will undoubtedly be a duel of steel against steel, a bloody close combat that leaves no room for the unprotected or unprepared. The second assault begins, and the caravan can send an army to fight the attackers. If you do, proceed to the appropriate resolution. So, but I think we would need the knights, because this is... Yeah, so we basically just have crossbowmen. So we can choose to fight ourselves, which is a difficulty of 16.
Sure. I mean, we're going to have to skinny out one of these.
Can we not send...
We can, but it's a different resolution. I mean, we can. But it says if it's steel against steel, I imagine if we send crossbowmen to fight swordsmen, they're just going to get massacred.
I'll whip them! We're probably going to end up having to do one of these, so we'll just do this one.
Are we going to be able to use the goblins later?
Dude, I don't know.
I'd say we just send them. Okay.
Alright, 78D.
Do it.
Okay. The tangle of armies in the streets, flanked by ruined buildings and shallow graves, creates the perfect killing zone. Without hesitation, you command the crossbowmen to advance. You are right, they are tremendously effective. Those locked in close combat can do nothing about the arrows raining down on them, but that advantage is a double-edged sword. Your forces are present as well, and the crossbowmen inadvertently kill both enemy knights and their own allies. The situation is utter chaos, with heavy casualties on both sides. However, you are outnumbered, and each loss further weakens the chances of those still standing. Disaster seems imminent, and you hope for a miracle. The response that echoes from the horizon is the sound of another trumpet. This time coming from behind your lines. Enemy reinforcements have finally arrived. Yeah, you idiot. Anyway, 78H is what we go to now. Oh yeah, yep, this is gonna be a bad time. These knights are well rested and eager to fight. The Confessor Squadron has been strengthened by dozens of those knights who had mercilessly hunted dissidents in the surrounding region. All it took was hearing the sound of the first trumpet for them to regroup as they were trained to do. Save the poet and the champions for the supreme leader. Kill the rest. It is time to put an end to this once and for all. Melandra orders her men to attack you from behind. Never mind. Screaming madly. The third round begins and you are put to the test of your lives. The caravan endures an ordeal of aggressiveness of difficulty 24.
Woo!
16 to 24.
Reduce the reduce the difficulty by 4 for each of the following discovery cards that we have. Get crossbowmen, and knights. So it's 16 again.
Oh, 16. Okay.
What was even the fucking point?
Okay. Wait, which one?
Aggressiveness.
Aggressiveness.
Okay. Sweet.
Suddenly, you only have 1 aggressiveness?
2.
Oh.
How much? And she has.
Oh my god.
Ooh, nice roll.
That was I used the wrong dice. I meant to use these 5 over here. I meant to use the 5 that gives me a reason to not cut my wrists while continuing to play this game. It's so fucking bad. I hate this game so much. It's so fucking ass.
Hey, nice roll.
I got 5.
You have 5? Sweet.
Nice.
So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
We need 7 more.
I guess I'll put
I'm gonna
3 into it.
I'll put 5 into it. I'm gonna put 5 into it.
Hot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did we get it?
Yes.
Sweet.
That would be exactly 16. Without me even having to.
Yeah. No. These are such. These tests are such a joke to just add some fucking mechanic during their lame ass dog shit story section. It's just like, hey, whoever rolled the most hits gets another aggressiveness token.
There you go.
Which is him, and it's like that's it. Like,
Aggressiveness too?
that's it. Like, imagine having to do a difficulty 24 and all you get is a goddamn token.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
You are hurt, frustrated, and exhausted, but the outlaw is not willing to let Melandra escape this time. He relives his glory relives his glory days and takes command of your forces, inspiring the soldiers to fight with determination they never knew they had. The combined efforts of your troops break the charge of the Confessor's Knights, and even outnumbered, you carve a path through the attackers' ranks to reach the battalion commanders. In an instant, no longer than a sigh, the outlaw glides between the knights in a breathtaking display of skill, plunging a blade into the woman's heart. A single gasp, and there you have it. She arches back, squirting, resting gently in her ex-lover's arms as the lights go out. She brings her bloody hand to his face, but her last words fail to escape her lips. I was making it. Baba Booey. Witnessing the death of a kind of living saint is overwhelming for the knights. They stop for a moment, take a deep breath, and look at each other. Their faces are the portrait of confusion. Huh? I don't know who's talking. Alighieri, summon your champions. We mortals, regardless of which faction, have already sacrificed much in this battle. They seek peace for surrendering. I will take you to the supreme leader. Let us put an end to this once and for all. Don't know who was talking, but...
There's not the guy we met early of the knights.
There was nothing in this section that references anyone else. But that what I just read was in quotes. So it's like, who is talking? God?
Oh, we don't know who's talking.
No. The way you write dialogue reminds people it's really hard to write dialogue. It does not take long for the sound of clashing blades to fade, and the truce that seemed impossible just moments ago is accepted and celebrated by the survivors. You paid the price, but you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
It's...
I don't know what treasures we would have fucking found here. I mean, what, we got the fucking shield?
That I guess.
You are led to the gates that guard the descent into the seventh circle, through which the poisonous fumarole rises in the wind. The stench is so rotten that only one man can stand there, the Supreme Leader. He is taller than he first appeared, and even though his back is turned to you, his mere presence is enough to weigh down the atmosphere. The man insists on carrying his helmet under his arm instead of wearing it, contrary to what his doctors and priests recommend. Maybe he is vain and proud of his long black hair and thick mustache.
And
or
long
perhaps he is
cock.
simply stubborn, always eager to test his strength against any challenge. The soldiers stop about 50 yards away. They do not dare come any closer, but there is no need to. Your host's attention is all yours after the name Alighieri is announced. He turns to you, and suddenly two things defy reason. First, conveniently, the stench is gone. The air is magically purified, and all of you can feel it. For the knights, another sign that reinforces their belief in this crusade. Second, the insignia that the man carries on the breastplate of his armor is revealed. For the first time, you are in front of someone you know, but Dante does not. That coat of arms had become famous in Eastern Europe in recent years and belongs to a peculiar family. It is the coiled dragon of the Draculesti, symbol of the man who defied the mighty Sultan Mehmed II as a ruler and as a Christian, but was betrayed and abandoned, defeated by the treacherous webs of politics. The supreme leader is Vlad Tepes Draculera, known as the Impaler.
That's cool.
A man who should have been dead 30 years ago.
What kind of witchcraft is this? This cursed city has taken enough of me already.
In his eyes, the poet is a mirage, but the clean air makes him question everything.
This acrid smoke. Did you do this?
Dante,
The artist pulls your guide's robe when a memory invades her mind.
this man. This is impossible. I remember now. I was in Constantinople as a child, and the Sultan threw a party to celebrate the death of the traitor of Wallachia.
Yet I live.
Vlad is not the type to let anyone speak for him. Leaning on his spear, he comes closer. Not only is he alive, he does not look that much older than you.
The day I died was also the day of my rebirth. Worry not, for this is a story I will have to tell along the way. I insist that we leave politeness aside and prepare to march. We still have 3 whole circles to go.
Warrior, wait!
Dante takes a step forward.
You are mistaken. We did not come here to help you. On the contrary, we have come at the request of all the saints to find you and ask you to stop this while there is still time. I fear the punishment that the High Power might inflict upon all creation if humanity invades paradise.
The Supreme Leader's animosity first dissolves into surprise, no more than a slight arch of the eyebrow, before shifting into a frown. That is definitely not what he wanted to hear.
Anyway, that's the Chronicle phase. Stay around for the rest of the series. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.